Hello, fellow artists. So, I'm a bit late again, I guess. Sorry. I'm really not too good at keeping track of what day it is, so yeah. That being said, I think I will start posting every other week rather than every week to ensure I'm getting schoolwork and college essays done and other stuff like that. And with that out of the way, I'll bring our focus to the drawings I'm working on in this video. So, this is my OC fan, uh, uh, who is a fire elemental and main character in my manga. He is a fraternal twin. His twin sister is Aiden. In my previous video, I touched on how powers are transferred in my manga and stated that one of the main topics of this video would be what occurs if two children are born in one of the elemental families. Well, when deciding this, I debated if they should both have powers or not, and decided they should both have some, but at a cost. When the parent with the power dies, the power would distribute evenly between each child, so each one is only 50% as strong as they could have been if there was only just one child. I did this to avoid overpowered main characters and to put the twins on equal level with Elliot, the water elemental and prime main character of the story. Because, in my other video, I mentioned water elementals are like one of the weakest, if not the weakest elemental. Um, since both void and fire elemental energy is more abundant in the world, those two are the most powerful elementals. Having Finn and Aiden be weaker allows for the story to stay level with Elliot's abilities, and basically the story to follow Elliot a bit more, um, just so the twins don't overshadow him. Okay, now I'll turn my focus more on Finn's character design and personality. When designing an outfit, it is always best to take in mind the culture your character is from as well as the personality of the character. So, say all my characters wore the same outfit. I would need to take each one's personality and add details to their outfits in a way that reflects who they are. If Finn were to be wearing a classical Japanese school uniform, for example, he'd wear it like a delinquent, with the tag sticking out and unbuttoned buttons and other small details like that to make him stand out a bit more from the other characters. I would describe Finn's personality to be that of a naive troublemaker, uh, meaning he is oblivious to how his actions may affect others sometimes, and overall just a goofball who always involved in some sort of horseplay or joke, even in serious moments. Aiden doesn't contrast from her brother much, but she is a bit more mature and has more self-control, but may slip up from time to time and go full Finn. Now I should talk about the importance of character design sheets, which is what this is that I'm drawing. So when I start drawing more pages of my manga, I'll be looking onto these sheets I created for myself in order to ensure my characters look relatively the same throughout the entire manga. It's kind of like reference for like a an illustration you might be doing, or like fan art you might be doing. It's kind of like that same idea, but like with your original characters. Also, these sheets will help me draw my characters from certain angles because I've already drawn them on the sheet. Uh, it will make my pages go by way faster. The same can be said for like any illustrations of my characters I would want to do. With this sheet open as I draw, my characters' colors and likenesses should stay the same. Well, in this case of this manga, there are no colors, so the tones will stay the same. I cannot stress enough how important the character sheets are. They make completing the manga so much easier. I highly recommend doing this. Because, comics and manga, they take a long time to make. Take a long time. Back to Finn's character sheet. Uh, so, to be a bit stereotypical, I put plaid on Finn's socks and coat because he's Scottish. But in my story, I'm still debating how much of the content should be based within the real world. I gave him a large coat with a bright color that like pops, just red, because I always imagined him with one, and I think it shows off his flashy, large personality. Uh, there's not much to say about my choice of shoes and pants because, I mean, they're just shoes and pants. The shirt, though, is again to show his flashiness. He's not afraid to show some skin. Also, like the vest shirt thing that he's wearing makes like a triangle, which is a symbol for the fire element. An upside down triangle would be the water element. It's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of shaped like a teardrop or a raindrop, and then the fire one's kind of shaped like a fire, if that makes any sense. Uh, a, a right side up triangle with a line towards the top is air, while an upside down triangle with a line towards the bottom is earth. So like it's kind of like drawing out the section. This is the section for air. This is the section for earth. When you put them together, they make a star. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they make a star. Finn shows his shoulders and belly, both areas often considered taboo to show based on conservative school/work dress codes. Uh, I went with a simple leaf pattern on the coat to add a little bit more detail and was happy with the character design. Only after drawing this did I see how the coat kind of resembles Grell from Black Butler, both in color and how it's being worn. But whatever, what's done is done. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that Finn is kind of a collector. As a child, I attempted to start a rock collection, then I gave up after I lost my egg shaped rock. So, oh well. I guess my rock collection lives through Finn. Finn carries around a large fanny pack on his back, concealed by his coat, that he fills up with little knickknacks as he travels or like walks around with his friends. Things like shells, rocks, and plants. I almost gave him two fanny packs on each side, but I felt that was kind of clunky and unnecessary, and so decided on one big one to be placed on his back. Some of the knickknacks even hang on little keychains that hang off his belt, like there's like shells. He really likes shells. Uh, this sheet took me a very long time to draw because I was so exhausted and I kept taking so many breaks. It made this video a bit troublesome to edit, so it took a while. So sorry about that, I guess. I'm so glad to be done all three of my main character design sheets at this point, and now can draw up to like 15 pages of my manga. Well, at least I'm gonna start thumbnailing them. That's until a new character shows up, that is. My next few videos will be me drawing some of the actual pages I've sketched out already for a while now. Like I sketched them out back in school, but I didn't have all the designs done, but now I do. I'm also going to record and upload my forest design process for the upcoming forest scene in the next 15 pages. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope my ramblings helped you out in some way. My Insta and Tumblr are linked down below if you want to check them out. Goodbye, and have a great day!